Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpacktrader Training Room for Wednesday, November 20th, 2024. This room is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. All right, we do have a crude oil inventory report today. We have a potential stop and reverse at 91. Crude is in a short. First trade of the morning. YM is now flat and just stopped out of an early long trade, or early short trade rather. And there is a long trade on the YM. That's a get in sync. And that's going to go too far. We are market open now. And looks like we did stopped out of the YM trade. Still short on crude. All right, YM now in a long trade. .36 tick target on the YM, and I didn't get the right line there. There we go. Right, unleaded stops out at break even, transitions to short. stop is at 721 and our high is at 720. I'd push that up to 722. Push it a couple of ticks above the session high. Crude's still short, even though it's tracking the long. Our stop and reverse carried us up to 91. Might not be a bad thing to push to 92, but that's a pretty big adjustment because we're already at 4 ticks from the original setup. And Micro Russell taking a full stop out on the short trade. YM stopping and reversing to short. 432. Money management. And target 1. All right, crude hitting the stop on the long, so that cancels the stop and reverse. And we come back to our original trade at 69.72. Another short on the Micro Russell. This one successful. It is currently trailing. $26.9 for the money management. Targets 3 and 4. And trailer down now to 24.3. YM trailer to 367. $23.3, 22.8, 21.8. Micro Russell and the Micro and the YM both pushing down fairly hard. Both in trades with nice runners. Unleaded short. There's money management and target one on unleaded. Soybeans in a short trade also. YM stopping out. Well, let's see. No, that one was too early. So we take the long, stop and reverse to short. So we go 463 to 420. No, 432, 31, down 62. Target one was 37, and we got way beyond that, so definitely positive, and that is power quitting. So the buy-in is done. We did stop out of the micro Russell trade, so we take one loss, one win, one big win there. Crude it's still in its first trade of the morning, is in the short. Have to track that manually. Unleaded with 106 tick loss, 53 tick risk on the first trade, the short. Then we pick up a break even on the second trade. So we pick up 2 ticks there. And now we're trailing the third trade. Target one traders have a target in hand. We picked up 34 ticks at 643. I'm going to slide that up over the YM since that is done, so we can see where the micro NQ is. Micro NQ also in a significant down push. Our start time is 4 minutes after market open, so right in here. No trades yet there. Nothing on the pound Aussie yet. Soybeans is pulled back up above the short entry. Crude is in between the entry and money management. Unleaded looks like that hit target 2. Let me check. Target 2 at 24. I saw it at 25. Did we get down to 24? Yes, we did. So target 2 picks up 53 ticks. It's exactly half of our loss on the first trade. So we're actually down 51 after the prior break even. So we need the trailer down to target 2 to get even, or actually get slightly positive. Crude still short, even though the system is showing flat. We avoided the stop and reverse to long by the stop and reverse adjustment. So we are still in our original short trade. Volume and the micro Russell both with a pull upward from their new session lows. And a little bubble. Now all three indices looking like they're going to try to push down again. New short on the micro Russell. That is an avoidable trade, and now we have a new long. Need to go one, and there is money management, 25.6. Stop comes to break even. We have one loss, one win so far. This trade will be at least break even. And our first trade on the micro NQ is a short, is a long, coming up off the session low. First potential target is target 2. We'll look for target 1 to go break even. $6.58 for the unleaded stop. It's like 242 for the Micro Russell stop, 24.2, 24.3. Yeah, 24.2 is the entry. 24.3 is the stop. Micro NQ taking heat. We have a filtered out stop and reverse on soybeans. Hybrid mode keeping us out of that trade. Micro NQ stops out for a loss on trade number 1. And the Micro Russell stops out at break even. And unleaded also stops out. So we said 658 from the entry at 677.19. So we're at 32, still minus 32, needing another trade. All right, in a short trade on the Micro NQ and on the Micro Russell. And that looks like a loss on the Micro Russell. And now to a long trade on the Micro Russell. Money management on the Micro Russell. Up a tick, 26.6. So that was avoidable. That's a break even. Loss, win, break even. This is going to be a loss. So that's loss number 2. At least a break even on trade number 5. And no, that's at least a win. That's a win and a break even stop on the last 2 positions. We hit target 3 on the nose. So that's 2 wins, 2 losses, and a break even. 1 trade remaining. Second loss on Micro NQ. And now in a long trade, if this one goes for a stop out, that will end the session on the micro NQ. Crude going sideways. Nothing on the pound Aussie. Flat on the micro Russell. Long on micro NQ. Still short on soybeans. And a short trade on the micro Russell for its final trade of the morning. That's going to be at least a break even. $22.4. Definitely going to be a positive session. Short trade on unleaded. And that is the third loss on the micro NQ. So that ends that session. And we'll bring unleaded back down there. Micro NQ getting caught up in noise this morning. And we break even on trade number 6 for micro Russell. That completes that session. Money management for the initial crude trade. So that will bring the stop to 71, I believe. Yes. And actually, yeah, it's going to stay at 71. Because the balance line's at 67, and yeah, so we'll stay at 71. That would have so it would have been 69 plus key level puts it right at 71, right back at 71. Now, will this one, if assuming we close down, will come down to 67. Unleaded in the short. Soybeans looking like it's going to stop out for a full loss. And it does. The soybeans is one loss this morning. Risk was 18 ticks, so that's an 18-point loss. And the long trade that was filtered now becomes valid, and we Yeah, we've hit target 1 already, so it's off the table. Through with a new short trade there, but we're still in the old one. That new one is a get in sync for the 10 a.m. session. Once this trade completes, oh, and I believe we came, yeah, we come down, stop is at 67. Trying to get down to target 1 from our original short trade. And there's target 1. So 9 a.m. session will be power quitting. This is obviously the last trade of the 9 a.m. session. If you're just trading a 10 a.m. session, you should be in this short. Would expect you would have a short on your chart. 9 a.m. session is still in this short back here. Unleaded gets money management. So this will be at least a break-even trade. So we'll be no worse than 30 ticks down after this. And target 2 on the original trade that we were still in. So that if you are trading both mini sessions, the initial short trade for the 10 a.m. session is off the table. It's hit money management and target 1. So we'll look for a new trade for the 10 a.m. session, assuming trading both of those. Target 1, 575. That would be 44 ticks. That will still leave target one traders 29 ticks down. So we'll need some help with the trailer. There's your break-even stop. Target, we did get target one, so target one traders are down 29. Target two traders are down 32 with both with the trailer yet to go. Target two is 68 ticks, so if we get there, target two traders will definitely be positive. Crude getting to target two on the trade that we missed because we're in the earlier trade. If your broker would have allowed it, that would have been a reasonable add-on for the 10 a.m. session, and you would be done with your 10 a.m. session as well. Getting targets 1 and 2 there as well. And target 2 for unleaded, so that 68 ticks. And we were down 32. So that puts us up 36. And we still have the trailer in play. Stop at 607. From the entry at 619, so that's 12 ticks. Target one traders still need a little bit more. Looks like we'll come down to 597 on the close of this bar. Come down another 10 ticks. And there it is. $597. The next one would be $592. Like 62, 82. So there's 592. I might have been tempted. It's too late now. And we stop out at 92. So we end up down 2 ticks on target one. We got 27 ticks. Is that right? 92 from 19. Yeah, 27 ticks on the trailer. That's 63 for target 2, minus 2 for target 1. Squeeze zone trade filtered out on the crude 10 a.m. session. Looking for a new trade on unleaded. And new trade on soybeans. And looking for our first trade on pound Aussie. Pound Aussie setting new session high. All right, we got about 3 or 4 minutes, and then we'll shut it down for this session. Be back in about another 10 minutes after that for the crude oil inventory session this morning. Actually, no trades this morning. We're not doing a 10 a.m. mini session. That's because we have the inventory report in 30 minutes. We're actually about 19 minutes from now. So we're not going to take a 10 a.m. session. And I think I would stand down on unleaded as well. Target 2 traders are done. You hit power of quitting. Target 1, you could use another trade, but we're awfully close now to the crude oil inventory report, which would have similar effects to unleaded as it would to crude. There is your short trade on unleaded, but I would not take that, not at 13 minutes after 10 with the crude oil inventory report coming up at 10:30. I don't see anything happening on the pound Aussie or on soybeans. And those are going to typically take a while to resolve anyway. So I am going to call it a morning on this session. Unless somebody has questions. And we will see you shortly in the inventory session. Any questions in the chat? All right, not seeing any questions in the chat, so I'm going to call it a morning. See you in about 10 minutes.